Hello dear viewers, this is Engineer Ismail with a new video. In this video, I will give you some information from the site, and mainly I will focus on the conventional scaffolding that you see here, its elements and how it is assembled. The steel bars which are visible here, all these steel bars are for columns. These are the vertical bars of the columns. The size of these bars is 16 mm, whereas the ring size is 8 mm. So these columns will go up along with this shear wall. In this shear wall, you can see at the corners almost 6 bars at each corner. The steel bar size is 20 mm, whereas the vertical bars are of 16 mm bars. The horizontal bars are 10 mm bars. So the columns and these are the shear walls that will go up. So we have to leave the lapping length above the concrete level of the slab, so that in the next level it must be used for the connection of next bars. So you have to make it sure that whatever the columns you need in the upper floor, you have to leave the overlapping length above the concrete slab. You must not miss any one of it. Now coming to the scaffolding, you can see here clearly all the elements that will make the scaffolding system. The silver colored elements, these are aluminum beams. They will be supported by the jack head through U. The jack head will be connected to the main standard, and all the standards will be connected with each other through ledger. So you can see all the elements of this conventional scaffolding from here. Aluminum beams supported by this jack. The jack is connected to the standard. The standards are bound together, are connected together by ledgers. These are the horizontal elements known as ledgers. The vertical members are called standards. And at the base level, there will be a base jack for the support of the standards. How the beams are made, so you can see it clearly that the carpenter has fixed one kicker here. This is known as kicker. The other kicker here are jumper or kicker, and then a plywood in horizontal position is connected from this jumper to this jumper. You can see it clearly. And then the horizontal plywood assembly is supported by standards proof jacks. So whenever these are called, you can also check the details from here as well. Now in previous videos, some guys commented that what will be the distance between these standards. So in conventional scaffolding, the distance between these two standards, for example, these are the two standards. So the distance between these two standards will depend upon the available size of the ledger. The available size of the ledger here, this ledger, is 1.80. So the distance between this standard and this standard will be 1.80 meter, whereas in the opposite direction, the length of this blue ledger is 1.60 meter. So the distance between this standard and this standard will be automatically 1.60 meter. So you have to keep all this row of 1.60 meter, because the standards will go straight and will be aligned to each other. It can't change its direction. So this full row, the ledger's length will be, in this row, will be 1.60 meter, whereas the ledger size, or in other words you can say the distance between the two standards in this direction will be 1.80 meter, whereas the distance between the two standards in this direction will be 1.60 meter, because it depends upon the available size of the ledger. Now if we can come here, so you can see the distance between the two standards here is a bit small. Why? Because the ledger that we use here is of 1 meter only. So the distance between this standard and this standard will be automatically 1 meter. Now coming to this portion, if you can see here, the ledger is of greater length and it is 1.60 meter. So the distance will be automatically 1.60 meter. Now check this UHead. You will see some gap over here, because the UHead is of greater size, whereas the beam has taken only half of it. So the half of the UHead width is empty. Similarly, the same situation is here. So what to do with this? We have to fix wooden wedges during assembling or finishing the supports before putting the steel bars above. So wooden planks, wooden wedges or wooden square wood will be put here, put there, anywhere. If you see any space that is vulnerable to movement during concrete casting. You can see it from the ground level as well. You can see the base jack that is touching the ground over here, that is connected to the standard. These are the connection points as well. So the standard is connected to another standard, is connected to another one, and then at the top is connected to the UHead, and the UHead is supporting the beams. This work is under progress, still not complete, so many work to do. This is only the initial arrangements or the initial stocking of materials and assembling the scaffolding. So many job is still remaining. This was only to give an idea about the conventional scaffolding. You can check the whole site from here as well. Still cleaning is still remaining. So many jobs are still remaining over here, and the contractor has to do it properly. So this was in the middle. This video I am recording in the middle of the work. So before the inspection of municipality, they will have to provide good clean area as well as good clean work as per approved shop drawings and municipality rules. Have a look from here as well. You can see from all the sides we have proof jacks that are supporting the bottom beam shuttering. All are connected through these jumpers. One thing more many viewers will have in their mind, that why we don't have a slab over here, means we don't have slab, ground floor slab. So this project is a commercial project. The lower level will be for shops, so that's why we need more space, we need more height for making stores above the shops. So that's why the ground floor slab is not casted, that is deliberately left to have more area for shops. So the shop owners, if they need some extra stores, so they can make easily inside later. So that's all from my side. Please subscribe the channel and also like and share the video.